For 15 seasons, Steve Bono was an NFL quarterback playing behind Steve Young and Joe Montana and ultimately taking the starting role himself. But for almost a decade, he's played on a very different field of finance. He's now joined Constellation Wealth Advisors as a principal, where he serves clients with investable assets over $10 million. Constellation is a total of $4 billion in assets under management. Steve Bono, we're so pleased to have you join us. So after 15 years, it's great to have you again. So 15 years in the NFL. Tell us first, give us some background. What led you to the world of wealth management? How did you do the transition?
I always wanted to be in the banking finance world, and having the fortune to play for 15 years and make some money myself, and being able to invest it over the last gosh, 25 years. That's a scary number. You know, it's been a great experience.
What was your experience while you were, say, a player, maybe younger, having somebody perhaps making an assumption here? Were you unhappy with the way that your money was being handled?
No, actually, I was fortunate to meet a gentleman in my younger years, in the beginning of my career, and actually still with him. And he has guided me well and mentored me well. All
right. So how did you become qualified to do this? I know you went to UCLA. Did training? I actually went to USC. We're not going to go there. But did training overlap your professional playing career?
How did I become qualified? I actually went through the sales and training program in 1989 as part of the NFL Players Association internship program at Merrill Lynch. So got my Series 7 and sales training then, and like I said, have just continued with it through my playing days and now after.
So as you know, many NFL players do go bankrupt. It's really a shocking number. You know, you're really on the other side of this, obviously. Do you think the NFL has, in a sense, dropped the ball on how it manages the financial literacy of players approaching or now retired?
No, you didn't use the word fumble. I don't think they've fumbled. I think the biggest key is teaching guys to try and live on $250,000 a year instead of $1 million a year. They only have a few years of large earnings, and that money has to sustain for a long period of time. And to be able to teach guys that if they could live on $250,000 a year as opposed to $1 million, as I said, they would be much better off in the long run.
And I'm curious, Steve, for your observations, the market these days, a lot of people uncertain where we go from here after such strong gains since the March lows. We just passed that year anniversary right at the March 9th lows. What do you see in here ahead?
I think the key word there was uncertain. Investors seem to still be skittish. We've seen this 10,600 number on the Dow recently, and as soon as there's a blurb of bad news, people jump out of the market. I think that they need to be diversified and invest for the long term. The markets always come back. History has shown that.
All right, we sure appreciate you joining us today. Steve Bono of Constellation Wealth Advisors.